Alright, so we're coming up on this little town that evidently has a road closed. Wanted to let you guys see it. What town is this? This is 𝒕𝒕, Arkansas. Somebody's rollerblading.
I haven't rollerbladed since...
I haven't seen anybody rollerblade since...
I can't remember when. I haven't seen kids do that around our house in a long time.
Wow, that's the craziest thing. Somebody's rollerblading. Yeah.
Oh.
Is it a kid or?
I think it's a kid.
Huh. Well, that's not all 𝒕𝒕 has to offer, but that's all we're going to see of it, I'm sure. Outside of B Branch, Arkansas, we've gotten off the Trans-America Trail, but are still staying very close to it. So we're still seeing some of the same scenery that we would see on the Trans-America Trail. However, we're moving a lot faster. The reason is because we believe that we are now about a day behind. We also believe that just doing the Trans-America Trail is going to take up the majority of our time. And we're wanting to see more than just the Trans-America Trail. So the goal is to finish the trip to Port Orford, Oregon in 20 days and then have 10 days to come back. It's about a 32-hour drive to get back that we can do alternating actually on that because it would be a whole lot easier navigation. But nonetheless, we've got a lot more that we want to do other than just see the Trans-America Trail. Alright, so after that quick stint off the TAT, we're back on the Trans-America Trail. And our plan for tonight is to stay at the Ozarks National Forest. I told Christy I would kind of stay around the Trans-America Trail for the most part, but whenever we got to the Ozarks, that we were going to be back on the trail for sure, due to the fact that I want her to see the trail's very pretty all through that area, all through everywhere really, but there's a lot of parts in between Mississippi and Arkansas. There's a lot of parts that are just a lot of farmland and stuff like that, which we've seen quite a bit of it. Now we're ready for some Scotland Formosa Road in Clinton, Arkansas. And we're coming across these little areas. It looks like the entrances of like plants or some kind of big industrial deals. But there's no signs other than these little small signs, and then there's signs that talk about no smoking and do not enter and danger and the fact that you can't videotape them if you go in there. No trespassing, and then that you can't videotape them. What are these plants that are out here? I don't know. And then not only that, but what's going on there that's so secretive, you wonder, you know? Check out the little ghost town. Pretty neat, huh? Scotland gals and guys hairstyling.
1890?
That's when this place was founded?
I guess so.
Or that's crazy. Off of Highway 389 in Kansas. A lot of these roads on this trail, there's a lot of pavement on the trail that you can tell was part of it, and that has been part of it for a while, but there's a lot of these roads that are just fresh paved roads. There's another one of those places that have all the signs, crazy signs. Highway 389. I think we found our first tat rider. Yeah, we found our first tat rider. Let's talk to him for a second.
He has no clue right here.
Hey, you riding the tat?
Yeah.
Oh, this game's cool.
Yeah, so running into those guys, that was pretty cool. I will say the last time that the last time that I did this, I never ran into anybody that was
We've
done
ran into a couple of people.
it. Yeah. This is the first set that we talked to from Sarasota, Florida. And what'd you say? He said he looks spent?
He looks tired.
Yeah. He looks tired.
Exhausted.
I'm telling you, man, there's a mad respect for those guys because this would be tough. I mean, this is kind of tough in a car, really.
It's mentally draining.
Mentally draining. Can you imagine mentally and physically, though?
Oh, no, I couldn't do it.
No.
I would just park and dump it and say, somebody come get me.
I don't know. I think I might would attempt it.
Good luck.
Huh?
Good luck.
This is that campsite he was talking about. Wow.
That's a nice one.
That's a beautiful campsite. Okay. All right. No, keep moving. No.
You want to see the Ozarks, don't you?
No, I want you to see the Ozarks. And yes, I want to see the Ozarks. Look how pretty this
And
is.
plus, we'll put another 2 hours of miles under us.
Yeah. Yeah. Christy's in a hurry. She does not want to get on. I told her if we run out of time.
Want to get on a plane.
Yeah. I told her if we run out of time, we just fly her back home.
But I've never been on a plane.
Right. And she's scared to go on a plane, is what it is.
Yes, I'm scared. Deathly afraid. Like, I'd have to have about 10 cocktails before I board. I'd just be comatose in the seat with a sticky note on my head. Wait for snacks.
Wait for snacks. I was telling those guys there's a part that I remember in the Ozarks that we're going to be coming up to. I doubt we're going to hit it today. Actually, hopefully we don't hit it today because it's very long and bumpy and technical. But that's what it is. It's just long and bumpy and technical. And I was telling those guys about that. It's hard enough in this, the 4Runner here, and I don't know how it'd be with those bikes. I mean, God,
I still can't fathom the dogs. Like, I wonder how many dogs.
Give us a replay. What'd you do?
I can't remake that scared sound.
So Christy has evidently convinced herself that if she freaks out at a bug, it's just going to stop immediately, drop dead, and go away.
It went inside my shirt.
And what did you do?
Screamed. Freaked out in place.
Freaked out in place?
Yes, I didn't move.
Oh, God. There's one of them flies. God forbid, please don't let it get inside. Look at that view. Cool, so here we are. We are trip day number 5, camping out at some place that we found that the Allstays app told us that there was some dispersed camping right here. But we went down the little road and couldn't find it. Beautiful scenery the whole way here. And this is our camp meal, and that is chicken pasta. Yeah. If it looks good, I'm just going to let you believe that it is good, because it's good, but I didn't put no love into it because we're kind of in a hurry. And Christy's tired.
Very tired.
You're tired, baby?
Yeah.
She don't let her hair down. She's tired. That's how you know. We got the tent set up, though. The bugs aren't too bad.
Not too bad, yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's like going to be in the high 50s today. But this is an actual campground, or not campground, but, well, I guess it is considered a campground, so. But, yeah. Till in the morning. Peace. Alright, good morning. It is day 6, and we are leaving the little campground that we stayed out in Hagerville, Arkansas, off of Highway 123. I think it's called Hurricane Creek or Hurricane something. Anyway, pretty nice little campground. It's got a really cool little waterfall scene right there.
Very pretty.
Yeah, got some pictures of that. Didn't really do much. Slept in entirely too long because Christy didn't want to wake me up. Thank you, babe. So now it's 10:45. The goal today is to get to Ponca City, Oklahoma. In Ponca City, Oklahoma, we will decide at that point in time where we need to stay. And what time it is will determine whether or not I can get the 4Runner taken care of today or not. Here's that cool yet creepy bridge that we're going over. One-lane bridge in the middle of the highway there. Look at all those bugs. God. Skaters. Alright, so just figured out the name of the campground that we stayed at last night was Forest Hall Creek Falls off of Highway 123 in Arkansas. So that's Forest Hall Creek Falls. Nice little campground though. Had amenities there as far as a bathroom, which was nice, and had a pretty cool little waterfall. Tables and grills and all like that, but it was just a quick camp setup. We used the small tent, which was pretty nice. Which one would you say is easier?
Setup wise, the other one, because it's pretty much self pop up.
You talking about
the big one?
Yeah.
But take down the small one.
Yeah. I'd go with that too. The small one is a little bit easier to take down for sure. The other thing is whenever it's a little chilly outside like it was last night, the small one heats up a little bit quicker. So that's you got that too. So on County Road 5560, and this road here is extremely gravel and kind of loose, and I'm sliding all over the place without the stability control. I have to remind myself that I need to take it just a tad bit slower than the truck allowed me to do before. I could rally car it, but there's a couple things. One is my tires, two is Christy's blood pressure, and three is I got a bunch of stuff, and you know, realistically, it's just not safe. So, and next stop, hopefully, is something to eat because we left early. Well, we didn't leave early. We left late, but in a hurry because we just need to make up some ground. So hopefully we can get something to eat shortly. I did pay $2.87 for gas because we were running low, and I'm glad I got gas when I did because I haven't seen any other gas stations. So nonetheless, no food yet and no coffee yet. So we're in the search for that. Hopefully one of these little areas we pass through will have something for us. Alright, so along the Trans-America Trail in Arkansas, I think is how you pronounce it, not real sure. There's a little general store, and my God, we just had a phenomenal cheeseburger, huge chicken sandwich, and two big old jumbo slices of pie that, I mean, have just put me flat on my... I tell you, I don't think I could eat anything for another day and a half. What about you?
Oh man, it was delicious though.
So a little store is cool. 1890 is whenever it was developed, and it's the, what'd you say?
It was the only store that never closed in the area. It's been open since 1890.
Since 1890. That's a long time. And it's just right there along the highway there. And very nice little place. And from what it looks like, I couldn't really tell, other than, you know, two people that were employees there. I couldn't really tell who worked there and who didn't. It seemed like people just kept on coming in and doing a little work there, and then they'd leave, which is kind of crazy.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, but yeah, nonetheless, everybody knew their way around the store, and it was just a cool little store to stop at. I stopped there last time and had a burger too, and it was pretty good. Each time I've gone there, there's been a small group of Harley riders, and there's stickers all over their doors showing the different people that come through the tap, and them stopping and all that. So, pretty cool stuff. I want to take a minute to talk about the Hurricane Irma will be coming up through Florida sometime soon. So, our thoughts are with all the folks that may possibly be impacted by that. And then also, looking at the news while we had a chance, we found that there's wildfires all over the West. So thoughts and prayers to those folks as well. And then, of course, the devastation is still going on down in Houston. So a lot of stuff going on right now in the world, and it's just kind of crazy. One thing I did find about the wildfires is supposedly Colorado is engulfed in smoke from the wildfires out west. So other than that, we're trucking right on through, and I still don't have cell phone service. Haven't had cell phone service since last night.
It's been a while.
So it's been a while, but trucking on through the Ozark National Forest.
Love the color of the water here. It's like a light teal blue color. Like every stream, river, any pooling of water, it's all of that color. They get good pictures of that this morning.
Yeah, I saw that. So I wonder what causes that.
I think it might be the type of algae in the water that causes the color change. Because at the campsite where I took the pictures, there was a lot of algae covering the rocks.
Oh, really?
So I wonder if that's what changes, like if that reflection is what changes the color. I don't know. It's
It
just
sure
really
is pretty here. He's on one of them tall bikes. Got 2 things of gas going. Damn.
That'd be me. I have 2 things strapped to the fender and a backpack full.
So Christy drives a Sportster 48, and I drive a Road Glide. And on Christy's Sportster, you get what, 50 to 70 miles to a full tank of gas?
If I baby her, I get about 70. But if I play with it, get into it, then it's about 50.
Yeah. So Christy wouldn't even be able to make it gas station to gas station out in these parts.
No,
probably.
you'd have to tow me in. Just be pulled in behind you.
Right.
Wouldn't make it.
That's crazy. The guy that just passed, he evidently has got the same problem.
It wouldn't be worth it for me to drive.
All right, so we have gotten nowhere fast. We've had to considerably slow down for this area of the trail due to rocks. We are now traveling at about 20 miles an hour or less in many places, primarily because this road is just such a rocky road, and we've gotten, I guess this is kind of what I was talking about when I said that we'd arrived to the rocky stuff, but there's actually some far more technical stuff that we'll be coming across a little bit later today. Normal time from here to Ponca City is going to be, what'd you say?
I said 5 hours and 20 minutes.
5 hours and 20 minutes. My goal is to be in or around Ponca City around 7 o'clock this evening, which is going to be pushing it because it's already 2 o'clock here. So, and with these roads like this, it's going to be pushing it. I did set an appointment to get the 4Runner tuned up and fixed up tomorrow at 10 a.m., so hopefully we make it. We have entered into War Loop Road, and this is the spot where it gets really technical and really tight. This is the spot of the Trans-America Trail that when I went through it last time, I had determined at that point in time that a full-size truck may be able to make it through the Trans-America Trail. However, it would have trail damage afterwards and some pretty serious pinstriping. This is just the start of the technical stuff, and this is also the spot where I was telling those guys on the dirt bikes that, you know, my hat's off to them, because when you come through this little rocky area here, I'm sure it's going to take some time on the 4Runner, as you'll see as we get through more and more of it, but on a dirt bike, I can only imagine. Looks like they've cleared it out some since whenever I came through here last. Can you imagine a dirt bike?
Oh no.
I mean, really. But on camera, it just looks like a normal dirt road on camera. No. And if I'm not mistaken, it gets a little bit worse before it gets better.
That's how everything is, ain't it?
Yeah.
It gets worse before it gets better.
That's right.
In life.
That is true. Imagine if I was on a dirt bike, I'd be ready just to pick the sun up and walk it.
Yeah, I think I would just walk it down. Even that would be hard.
Christy swears that she can get out and touch one of these cows. And I keep on telling her they're going to run from her.
Get close.
Call for them. Just go, "Mrrr." She swears she's going to be able to touch one. Oh, hell no. They ain't having no part of that. Uh-huh. They're out. They're like, yeah, no, can we get back in now? Oh, the grown-up cows are just like, we told you is not to get out the fence. Now look, she's out there gonna mess with you. Yeah, they're just watching. That's funny. They're gonna walk over there and show them how to get in. That's funny. Well, better luck next time, huh?
Keep trying.
Yeah.
I said don't ruin my dreams. Dream killer.
I told her she wasn't gonna be able to touch one. They run. Even when you're slow and steady, they run. Alright, so we just passed over into Oklahoma. It's about 4:30 local time here. It says if we drive on normal hour or normal route from where we're at in Oklahoma, which is Westville, Oklahoma, that we should be able to get to Ponca City in about 4 hours, which would put us there right at 8:30 local time. I don't know that we're going to be able to make Ponca City today, but we will be able to make it, should be able to make it first thing in the morning for the appointment that we have. So, still good to go on that level. Other than that, we're just trucking right along and made it through the Rocky Mountains of Arkansas, and the Rocky Trails, rather. That wasn't too bad. What'd you think about Arkansas, Beck?
It really wasn't that bad as far as the terrain goes until the end. But as far as the scenery, it was really pretty. Still reminded me a lot of Tennessee, though.
Yeah, it does look a lot like the Blue Ridge Mountains.
It does.
Yeah. So, don't worry. You'll be wanting to see trees and all soon enough. I assure you. So it appears I spoke too soon about leaving the rocky roads. This one here has proved to be pretty damn rocky here so far, hasn't it?
It's like a washboard.
Yeah. And it just dives out from underneath you in certain spots where it's washed away. we'll get there. We'll be there before you know it. Word for today's bumpy. Alright, so it is 6:45 Central Time, local time here. We are in, let's see what part of Oklahoma we're in. We're in Pryor, Oklahoma, on Highway 69 and headed towards a campsite that we found that supposedly has showers.
It does have showers.
And toilets. And that's right up Christy's alley, you know what I mean? And I know that we're going to have a good night because I just picked out 3 red gummies from my Lifesaver gummy pack. And that's a stroke of good luck right there. So we're going to have a good night. After that, we're not going to make it into Ponca City tonight.
Get up super early.
So we're just going to have to get up early. So I figured we'd camp out pretty early. But still making pretty good time. So stay tuned for the campsite. So we're in the middle of setting up camp here in Oklahoma. And looks like we're also getting invaded. We got an invasion going on here, Christy.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Take pictures of that.
Yeah. They're trying to figure out why the hell we're here. This is the thugs of the neighborhood here. They've come to regulate.
Take pictures of that.
Regulators! Mount them. The ducks decided that they had better retreat and leave us alone. Neighborhood thugs. That's right. Stay on too. That one there walking with a gangster lamp, see him? Bye. 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 Look like an old woman with a big old... You ever seen an old woman with a big old ass walking around? Hey, that's what she gonna look like when she starts walking around at 70. I think over there we have some fellow tat riders. Yeah. 4 people, dual sport motorcycles. I think we have company. I think we got company. Common company. Common company. Yep. Camp Chef Boyardee, baby. Got straight up chili dogs right here. What you know about that? Chrissy says she wants chili dogs. She gets chili dogs. Isn't that right, baby?
That's right, baby.
So Chrissy's enjoying her hot dogs, and I couldn't figure out where we had stayed last night until she reminded me. And where did you say we stayed last night?
Jason's hood.
We stayed in Jason's hood.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she says. Check out the moon, though. Dope. So we met John, who is a tat rider that is riding with a group of guys from Newfoundland, and we're probably gonna have a couple beers with them whenever they come back. They went to go eat at the local Mexican joint. I had food for maybe 1 or 2 people, but not 4. Yeah. So anyway, we met them, and they're riding the tat, and they're on the dual sport motorcycles that Chrissy and I keep talking about, which is just crazy. And I was just sitting here thinking, because I looked over at Chrissy, I said, God, look at the size of their tent. And all I could think about was the fact that the guys from Newfoundland, one guy, John, I think is his name, he's from Houston. So he understands, but and he said he was jealous of our setup here because of all the space we have. But all I could think about was the people from Newfoundland. They're probably sitting there going, typical Americans, you know, because we just have this rig that I mean, and you can see, check it out. This is what we look like at the campsite. We're straight glamping. We are not camping at this point. So of course you've got the rig, right? And then you've got the tent, right? We gotta have our chairs, and that's the bed box, and you gotta have the boom box there because you gotta have tunes, you know what I mean, right? And then over here you gotta have the refrigerator, and you gotta have 10 gallons of water. That's a must. And then you gotta have the kitchen box, the LED lantern so you can see, and then the whole entire setup with the kitchen and all that. I mean, you gotta have this stuff, right? The answer is no, you don't have to have this stuff. But Christy, maybe I'm speaking out of turn here. I'm glad we have it, and I think that I speak for both of us, right or wrong?
No, you're correct.
Yeah. glamping. Hey, you know what? Do whatever floats your boat. You want to come out here and live like a pioneer? Then do it. I don't care. I'm not living like a pioneer. I'm going to have fun, and we're having it. Come do this yourself. You got to do it.